All right, welcome back. Another episode of Coming Up Roses. It's the original, well, pretty much the original crew. Pretty much the original crew. The only crew that I like to acknowledge, anyways. Kelly, Trent, I'm Ryan, Chief. We're back doing it the old ghetto way over Google Hangouts. So if the quality is a little bit rough, it's because we're getting back to our roots here. How you guys doing today? Trent, you're in the studio, but we're just not using it.
Yeah.
So how's it going in New York?
It's good. This studio that I'm in right now, it's either boiling hot or freezing cold, and it's like freezing cold right now. So, but then by the end of it, it'll be boiling hot. But other than that, I'm doing well, other than temperature control.
Okay, you guys doing a watch party for the rundown tonight? Is everyone in the office for that? It's on Comedy Central, in case people didn't know. Barstool Rundown, Comedy Central, midnight Eastern, 11 if you're back in the Midwest like I am. But
so we watched it here last night, a bunch of us, and I can't do that again because it ends at 12:30, and then it takes me like an hour to get home.
Oh shit!
So I'm not in bed till like 1:30, and I can't do that. So after this, I'm gonna go home and watch the Comedy Central show at home.
Well, you're preaching to the choir on that one. And Kelly?
I'm also will be watching from the comfort of my bed, probably on my computer, which currently doesn't have video. So that's
we got this nice. It's like a professional headshot. It's like a glamazon. It's a glamazon shot. I feel like we should make that our logo for this week is Kelly's face.
It's just it's a good photo of me. It was taken like in the dark with a flash. So I was tan. It was like a good time. I haven't looked like that since, so it's like awkward, but
it's working. It's a great picture.
Thanks.
If I took a picture like that ever in my life, I would never change a profile picture.
It was like that for, I think, like a year and a half. I finally had to change it because it was like, how long am I going to have this? Like, people are deceived. Like, I don't look like this.
I would have it until I was like 60. I would never change it.
That makes sense.
And you guys, speaking of new Barstool shows, Trent, let's give your new golf show
Yeah, me and Riggs are doing a weekly golf podcast. It's called Foreplay. Comes out every Wednesday morning. That's when it's going to come out. So basically, we're going to talk about the PGA Tour, but we're also going to talk about normal weekend hacker golf stuff. It's kind of going to be a blend of both those things. And we're going to do interviews. We had our first interview with Ollie Schneider-Jans. It's hard to say his name. I still can't get it. But he's the guy on the tour who doesn't wear a hat. He's like the only guy. We had him. So that's coming out. It'll be out now when you're listening to it. So check it out. Foreplay.
I like the name too. And Kelly's still doing Wine with Kelly.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Reformatted. All Kelly, all the time. Quick hitter.
All me, all the time. Quick episodes. We're gonna see how that works. You know, we'll see. I just like to hear myself talk, so I got to keep doing it. You know.
Well, I feel like people like it too. So,
Ryan.
Yeah. But let's get down to business. Speaking of people who like to hear themselves talk. Taylor, that's how we let off the show. That's how we finish the show. Taylor versus Corinne. Kelly, give us your breakdown of that little showdown on the 2-on-1 date, because that was really by far the biggest highlight of that show.
Yeah. So we were saying right before we popped on here, easily this episode was like the most boring of the season so far.
Terrible.
Actually, nothing happened except for, I mean, the whole thing was Taylor and Corinne fighting, which like is fine. Like I get it. They have to like get that out of there. But the entire 2 fucking hours being that is just like too much. Take notes, ABC. I wasn't thrilled by it. That's number one. But number two, they kept showing them like, you know, on this 2-on-1 date. They started off with them like still arguing about the fire, like doing the whole thing. And I was like, you know, like we get it. Like we understand you guys don't get along. We understand you guys like fucking hate each other. All they were doing was just like giving passive aggressive looks back and forth. Corinne like fucking killed Taylor, by the way. Like Taylor, if I didn't hate her before, now she's just like a meek loser. Like there's no way that I like have any respect for her left. And like just sayonara, good fucking riddance, you know?
You know what it reminded me of was last season of The Bachelorette with Chad and Alex, where like Taylor thinks she's doing the right thing, and then Corinne somehow like mind fucks her and completely flips on her. We're to the point where Taylor is like, am I really like the bad person in this situation? And that that took it to the next level for me with Corinne. We had talked about how I didn't think she was a full-on villain. I thought she was just a drunk, like an aggressive, drunk, sexual person. But now I think she's getting to the point where I think she's a villain because what a fall from grace for Taylor. When she's the smart one, she's got a brain, and just Corinne really just killed her.
I agree with that. Where I think I said it last week or the week before. I think we had underestimated Corinne. She was the drunk, sexual whore girl, but now she's like devious, manipulative villain. Like she's still all those things that we thought in the early part of the season, but now she's got like the villain aspect too, and I love it. Like, so I was saying like, she's not Courtney Robertson. She might be. She might be the best villain we've had since Courtney Robertson. She's definitely like on that level with Chad. We'll see if she sticks around. I think she's like the only thing keeping the show watchable. So they better not kick her off.
You're right. And what you said is correct. It makes her ceiling higher now that we know she has a devious side to her. Because the drunk, crazy sex girl is going to burn out. We've talked about that multiple times on here. But a girl who actually maybe has some sort of a brain and the sexual crazy drunkenness, that's quite a combination.
And it was so funny to see. I mean, she completely dismantled Taylor. Taylor probably said that she had a master's degree 10,000 times this season. Like, she's emotional intelligence. I have a master's degree. I'm a mental health, whatever. And Corinne just body bagged her. Like I've never seen like someone like it was like Muhammad Ali where he gets like knocked out in the first round or something. Like it was just a complete upset. And it
really seems like to me Taylor is a girl who like has all the degrees and thinks she's super smart. Corinne is a girl who's like been in the battles with her actual like clique.
Street smart. Corinne is street smart, and Taylor is like, well, I have a piece of paper that says I can psychoanalyze you, and Corinne's like, oh, fucking really? Well, you're a moron, and get away from me. And then what's she gonna say? You know, she doesn't. That's like the people that just like they try to insult you, and they're like, oh yeah, like you're such a piece of shit, and you respond like, I know you are, but what am I? It's like that's Corinne. That's Corinne.
And it like just drives you insane.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah. So, and it's like, it's almost like Taylor is like the valedictorian who's getting pushed around the hallways by the hot popular girl. And it's like, it doesn't matter how many straight A's Taylor gets. The girl that everybody wants is whipped cream and titties as herself. And she's like, do you want someone with a master's degree or somebody with whipped cream and titties? And Nick's like, have you met me? Whipped cream and titties. So yeah,
and
that
Corinne is doing this while being completely blacked out.
Imagine if it's almost like, do you think she could do it sober, or do you think that she like
this is going to be a really this is going to be a bad comparison, but I am really good at Tiger Woods 2007 on Xbox 360, and I'm way like better at it super blacked out than I am sober. It's like beer pong in that way.
Yeah, or just like I don't know about you, but just regular golf. Like sometimes if I'm sober, I overswing. I get a little buzz going. I feel loose. Just pull it out there.
You got more confident.
More confident and just
to overcompensate.
And you don't overthink it. You're just like, I'm just gonna go up there and hit it. And Corinne is definitely not overthinking anything. She's just flying, but I don't know if she can. But the alcohol is kind of paving the way for her to just go off instincts, and it's working. So this is another instance where it's like, am I a moron? Did ABC get me again? Because in the promo, they made it for next week. They made it seem like he sends both of them home. That was like, so Corinne won the 2-on-1. They left Taylor and Carcosa down in in Louisiana, and then they're like having the date, and then Taylor comes back in, and she's like, I have to tell you something, and they make it seem like Corinne goes home. So what do you guys think? Do you think Corinne's actually going home? Like Taylor somehow subverts the whole date and kicks her out too, or is that just like I fell for it again?
I'm nervous too, like you said. I think I was swindled when they were like, you don't usually see two people in like the promos. You don't usually see two people go home on a 2-on-1, like blah blah blah. So I don't know. I'm like kind of confused. I'm a little confused. I don't really know what's going on. But I'm nervous. I'm nervous for my girl.
Let me put this to you. I could have swore there was a teaser early on in the season, like next episode, this happens, where Corinne takes Nick like into a room.
Me too.
Like,
I remember that too.
And like we've talked about it, like where it looks like she is basically gonna force him to have sex with her. Has that happened yet? And I missed it.
That's a good point. So maybe they are taking advantage of my dumb brain with no memory that I can't even remember their promos from earlier. Where I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be awesome. So unless that's like her Hail Mary, like
right.
Nick takes her off, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm out, but I'm gonna go back and fuck Nick. I'm gonna fuck my way back into the house." That could be. That's when you bring out the platinum vagina. Like that.
Because that was like in a hotel, and like they're like in a weird hotel right now. She's like ordering all this room service. That's why I thought that it was gonna happen soon. But yeah, you're right, Ryan. That might be like her Hail Mary, her final.
And I guarantee that it works on Nick.
100%.
Oh yeah.
This isn't even Nick's season. I don't know whose season it is. I think it's Corinne's season. It's definitely not Nick's season because he's just like there.
All right, can we talk about Nick? And I don't think he's even picking the girls. Like I don't think that he's picking who stays, because how do the Rachel Dolezal, what is her real name? Jamie. The blonde chef who's, for lack of a more sensitive term, she's not attractive. She doesn't look like she belongs on The Bachelorette. And she's still there, but he's sending like Brittany and Astrid and all these like
Astrid and Sarah, that hot ass girl Sarah, like all these hot ass girls are like gone.
So what is going on with this show?
I almost don't have an explanation for it. You saying that Nick's not even picking the girls sounds so right to me, because there is no way Jamie should still be around. We should know who Jamie is. She should have gone home the first night. For her to still be there after, what is that, like episode 4? It's some sort of run. Or, which we can get into this later, he went on the one-on-one with Rachel. He is more into non-white girls than we had thought from the beginning.
I mean, even if that were true, though, Jamie still doesn't stack up. Like, she doesn't stack up next to Jasmine or Rachel.
She hasn't hung out with him at all either. Like, has she been on any dates? Like, where the fuck is she all the time? All of a sudden, she's just getting roses. Like, it's, fucking 25 cents in the candy machine. I don't get it.
I can't tell if she's getting more camera time because she just like stands out. Like, I notice her because I'm like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing on TV? Like, get out of my face. Or if it's just like she's just on every group date.
There's also, I feel like, oh god.
I feel like at this point it would be like, oh, well, she's got a great personality, but I don't see that either. So I don't know what's going on. Like that girl Alexis who showed up in the shark suit, like she's like, I think she's funny. Like she has like she's always it'll show
on social media, like crazy amounts.
What's that again? What'd you say?
She's getting like a crazy amount of attention on social media, like by all like the news outlets. Even like I follow her now. And she tweeted an article. It was like 13 reasons why Alexis from The Bachelor is what we all need. Like people are writing articles about her that way. So she's got her own. There's no way she's making it anywhere, and she's got her own shit going on. I'm sure.
Yeah, she's like the cool, quirky girl, and that everybody's like in love with her. I think she's nice, but I don't understand the Jamie thing. I don't understand it
either.
Unless she found out somehow, like through back channels, that Nick loves like the bolt in the nose, and in every rose ceremony, he just like sees her and he's like, "All right, I'm just gonna keep her coming through." That's the only thing.
Yeah, that girl's a freak. I gotta put her through. I keep waiting, but again, I don't like Astrid was like so beautiful, and
she has very nice breasts.
Yeah, but she's like but she's like just tall and pretty and like that New York glamazon look, and she's just like, no, you're out. I'm keeping Jamie, the New Orleans chef.
So bad. It's like just really gross. I don't get it. Like I feel like I talk so much shit about her, but like I really just can't. Get out of my face.
Is Josephine still around?
Yes.
Josephine is still
why? Like why? What is she doing? Also, they like the people that he's gone on one-on-ones with makes sense. Like, I feel like those are the only people that actually make some sort of sense. But then, like, the rest of the stragglers, it's like, why are you getting rid of all these hot girls and, like, leaving all these random ass bitches in here that you, like, probably won't ever have a one-on-one with and don't give a fuck about, but you're getting rid of, like, hot ass girls like Sarah and her perfect teeth, who might be a fun date or something, so you can keep around, you know, Josephine, who's gonna skin you and wear you to her birthday.
At worst, at best, she's gonna sing you like those weird ass Broadway songs, which we've already
Like,
seen.
what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't quite get it, unless it's like we have to have 3 blonde girls or America tunes out. So it's like,
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
They went to New Orleans.
They did go to New Orleans. The whole thing seemed to be centered around that haunted house, which that segment, or whatever you call it, that in my brain lasted 4 hours. It was so long and so painful to watch. So I feel like I can't remember anything that happened. So I guess I just want to ask you guys if you believe in ghosts, because that's the only thing to really talk about with this. So Trent, are you a ghost guy?
I do not believe in ghosts, no.
Kelly?
But
sometimes.
But Chief, your tweet about, like, I don't believe in any of this shit. I think this was you if I read it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in this shit, but I, like, would not go to a haunted house. Like, I'm not trying to poke the bear.
Right. So it's like, maybe I would say 99.999% chance that it's not real, and like I'll like scoff at people that say like, oh, I saw a ghost. I'll be like, no, you didn't. You're insane. But I also at the same time spook easily. So
same.
I'm very like more inclined to think like, oh, someone's fucking with me and that's messed up and I'm getting out of this house. And it might not be a ghost. It might be that creep ass like house. I don't know, the guy who ran the house. I don't know what you want to call him, the ghost curator or whatever. Yeah. But I would be like, that guy's a creep. He's doing shit. I'm out of here. But yeah, so I don't like you said, I don't poke the bear. I don't want to go where ghosts might be, but I also don't think they're real. I
feel like I don't like totally believe in ghosts, but I would like the option to blame weird shit on a ghost. Like, I would like that to be like, I don't want to be like, I don't believe in ghosts, and then someday something fucking weird happens and like shit moves in my apartment, which like happens all the time. Shit moves in my apartment all the time. I'm like, I didn't put this here. I swear to God. Like, I don't, and I'm like, you know, whatever. And then last week, someone hung themselves in my building. Shout out to my building. So now I have a ghost, like for sure. I gotta
okay.
I'm speechless.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I believe in karma. I don't know if karma is even the right word for this, but I would get the fuck out of that apartment.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't want to be where people are hanging themselves. That's too much negativity.
I don't know what floor I need. I like try to get the info out of my doorman, and all he would tell me is that he hung himself, and that's it. He wouldn't tell me anything else.
That was my next question. Was there like a newsletter that went out in the apartment? Like,
no. He was like, don't tell anybody. So I was like, let me go on a podcast and tell everybody. No. I like came home, and actually my roommate had like come home from a run or something, and there were like a bunch of police everywhere, like going in and out of my building. So she asked my doorman, like, what the fuck is going on? And he was like, don't tell anybody, but someone hung themselves in there and they're trying to bring him down discreetly, like down the elevator and shit. And she was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go up to my apartment. And then I got home like an hour later. She was like, holy shit, guess what happened? And then she told me that. And so then I was on my way back out to go to a Mexican dinner. I was like, yo, Rico, shout out to my doorman, Rico. Who the fuck killed himself in this building? Because Jackie just told me. And he's like, you can't tell anybody, like, don't tell, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. And I was like, you're a dirty liar. But then I had to go. So
here's the deal. I'm okay, I think, knowing that a person killed themselves in the apartment building. I don't think I would want to know what floor. Sure as fuck I don't want to know what room.
Yeah, that's true. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I want to know. But then I'm worried that it's like my fucking floor. Like, what if it's my floor?
I mean, what if it's your neighbor?
Yeah, what if it's my next door neighbor? That's also a really, that it could have been them. They're weird in there. They're new. You know them?
I think you got to stop prying. I think just knowing that someone killed themselves is fine. And
what if they can hear me right now, the ghost? Like, what? Like, what if they're here? I'm over it.
I think you actually took the right approach, where it was like, hey, who's the dead person? And then the guy's like, I can't tell you. And you're like, fucking, I'm getting tacos. Like that is probably, then just like never think about it again. So
that's kind of what happened until just now. Like, I kind of forgot about that until just now.
until you remember that there might be a ghost in your building.
Yeah. But I did. I mean, I had to go get tacos, so.
Yeah. I mean, priorities. Like,
yeah, I
sucks
mean,
that you're dead, but I got tacos to eat.
The only other interesting part of the episode that I thought interesting with air quotes was the date that Rachel and Nick went on. It seemed like he actually, first of all, that seemed like a real date. They seemed like it wasn't TV. They seemed like they really liked each other. And I had one other thing about Rachel. I think he actually likes her, which is
sometimes I feel like when people are like, I'm really into you, it's like, that's so, like, why would you're selling it a little too hard? Like, maybe,
like it's weird to say that.
Yeah.
Also, I think he's intimidated by Rachel. Like, I don't want to say it's because she's like a sassy black girl, but like, I think he's afraid of her.
No, I'll put my hand up. I would totally be intimidated by her.
Oh yeah. Oh no, same. But I think like he for sure is, and he tiptoes around sort of. Like, I loved the question when he was like, "Your dad's a judge," and like, or "Your dad's a lawyer," or whatever he is.
Yeah.
Would your dad be intimidating? I'm like, you're intimidated by this tiny ass girl right in front of you at dinner in New Orleans. You're definitely gonna be intimidated by her like judge dad. Like,
no,
it's a federal judge. I think it's like a
federal judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a sassy black girl thing though, because he's intimidated by Vanessa. It's just girls who are clearly smarter and better than him. I put Rachel in the category with Vanessa where she doesn't need to be on the show.
Oh yeah.
Slumming for a dude like Nick.
Completely.
No, I agree with that completely too. The only hang up I have about that is that she seemed like she's really into Nick. I feel like that's like one of the more attractive things about Vanessa is that you can be like, she knows she's too good for Nick. Like, and she's just on vacation. Sure. Where Rachel would seem like she was like, I gotta have my federal judge dad meet this white boy from TV. So I don't know. Like, that was it's a turnoff that she likes Nick so much. But yeah, I totally agree that he's intimidated by the girls with big brains. Like, if you have a big brain, Nick doesn't know what to do. So I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the only other part that was awkward about that date where she was like, oh, the last time I was here for a funeral and we did this thing. And then I don't know if it's the way ABC cut it or whatever, but Nick asked 0 follow-up questions. Like, who died? Were you close with them? I'm so sorry to hear that. It was none of that. He was just like, let's eat whatever this dinner is and talk about your dad. So I thought he's just like an awkward guy. Like,
that was really weird. That was bizarre. But it's for him to not even be like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like, that's a weird, like, he was just like, weird. And like, moved on.
Yeah. People die sometimes, like in Kelly's apartment building.
Yeah.
If we're talking Nick again, there's got to be something we're missing that I feel like either he's super stupid, which is probably that, or he's seeing a different game than we are with the girls that he's picking. I know we already talked about that, but I kind of like this season in that way that I have no idea where it's going.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I said this on Twitter too, where it's like, I needed this type of challenge. I feel like the last several years we've been able to, like, within the first episode, like, these are the girls, these are the ones who are going to be in the top 5 or so, and you knew that from like as soon as they got out of the limo. Like, you knew JoJo as soon as she got out of the limo was going far. And same thing with what's her face, who actually won, Lauren. So, but when you had with these girls, it's like he's cutting the hot girls, he's keeping these other girls, he's on one-on-one with a black girl late in the season, which I don't think has ever happened.
Yeah, in a normal season, you'd be able to call it. You'd be like, all right, Vanessa's going to win. Yeah, that's the winner. But with Nick, you don't know. The one-on-one with Rachel, keeping Jamie around, cutting Astrid. I don't know what's going to happen. I think Rachel could be like the first Final Four black girl on the show.
I think so, too.
100%. Yeah, completely. I'm kind of excited for that, just to see what happens.
Just to see. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Let's go through. Pick your top 4 or top 3. Oh, Kelly, we'll start with you on that.
All right, let's see. Top 4. I'm gonna go Vanessa, Rachel, obviously. I'm going to kind of throw in a weirdo. I was gonna be Corinne. I don't think Corinne's gonna make it all the way. I think that I would like her to, just to see, but I don't think she'll be in it. I think maybe Christina will pop in there. And then I'm gonna throw Josephine as my wild card.
All right.
Oh, shout out to Christina. She added me on Twitter the other day.
Oh, no shit.
You sliding those DMs? You getting around here yet?
Nice.
I'm intimidated by a Russian accent.
God damn it. I want her to follow me.
She doesn't follow me, but I tweeted like Christina's a smoke with like 100 O's.
Okay.
And she must have searched name. She's like, thank you. And that made me happy.
That's
yeah, so Vanessa definitely. I actually think Corinne, given the way she bodied Taylor, she has that side of her now. I'm going to put her there. Vanessa, Corinne, Rachel. Who are even some of the other girls that are left? I
feel like the other one who is Little Miss Xanax that Kelly Danielle M. I thought that she had that one-on-one time too, or a little bit on that group date. I felt like.
Is Danielle L still around?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Around, yeah.
I'm gonna say
and Sarah confused. I feel like they look very similar.
Yeah.
People kept telling me they're like Ashford and Sarah. I can't believe they're going home. I really don't remember Sarah, and I feel bad about it.
Sarah's hot.
She was hot. That's how I remembered her.
Is Whitney still around?
Yes.
Whitney is still around. That's a good one too.
That's a dark horse. Good
Even
dark.
though I don't think she's said a word the entire time.
No, definitely not.
She's just really good looking.
Yeah.
All right, so my final four are Vanessa, Corinne, Danielle M, and I'm going to say Whitney.
Okay. I got Vanessa, Rachel, Corinne, and I'll take the other Xanax, Danielle M.
Danielle M.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good predictions.
I think ABC, if they're not already pulling the strings on Nick, they've got to be pumped that he is this into Rachel.
Oh, totally.
For sure. So I could see a situation where it's like he actually likes Rachel, and then they're just like they're making him pick the other black girls. So like he has one that he likes for real, and then like Jamie is just they're like we have to keep putting in Jamie.
I tweeted this last night. I'll be curious to see what you guys think. Rachel, if she doesn't win or make it, or if she doesn't win, potential black bachelorette.
I think so.
Maybe. I'm hesitant for my opinions on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would get low ratings, and that's like a terrible thing to say, but I do think a black bachelorette would get lower ratings than having like your traditional, Disney princess looking girl.
Yeah.
I agree. That's not like a mean thing to say. That's just like the truth.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a sad thing to say, but
definitely.
Also, like I feel like the first black bachelorette has to be like a fucking knockout. Like I think Rachel is really pretty and she's like super cool, but it has to be like Vanessa Williams to roll up in there.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
In the place.
Rachel's not exactly lighting the world on fire.
Yeah,
right.
She's not incredible. She's great. I like her. She's definitely a contender, but she's not like, holy shit, you're the coolest fucking person. Like, need you to find love. Like,
she's better on paper. Like,
yeah, agreed.
Lawyer, she's
totally agree.
But I don't know. I also think she's like I'm kind of bored when she's on TV too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's pretty good. Race relations, podcast plugs, picking winners, Corinne. And yeah, just please God, let Corinne stay longer, because if she's out early next episode, then this whole show falls apart.
I was like, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah. If I know my boy Nick, there's no way he's getting rid of Corinne. There's no way.
Agree.
All right. Well, then hopefully we'll end on that positive note. You guys have a good night. Watch the Barstool Rundown tonight on Wednesday.
Woohoo!
Yay.